Yeah, good evening, guys. Let me record the session.
This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, in yesterday's class, we discussed about the constructors. Okay, after that, abstraction. Okay, in the abstraction, we have abstract classes, interfaces. Okay, so here the construction is constructor is nothing but a method. Okay, it will be same. The name of the method will be the same as class name. Okay, so we can do the constructor overload as well. Okay, so constructor is nothing but a method. It is having the name same as the class name, and we need not to call the constructors. Whenever we create the object for this particular class, automatically the constructor will call. Okay, that is constructor. Abstraction is nothing but we are implementing the logic in the child class based on the requirement. We're declaring the method in the parent class. Okay, whenever we are using this as a parent to the another child class, there we need to implement the logic. Okay, so to achieve the abstraction, we have abstract classes and interfaces. Okay, in the abstract classes, we are able to achieve partial abstraction because we can use abstract method and non-abstract method as well. That means non-abstract method in the sense we can implement the body. Okay, basically the abstraction in the sense we are not able to implement the body. Whenever we are using the parent class as child class, there we need to implement. But in the abstract classes, we have non-abstract methods as well. Okay, so in that we can implement the body. Because of that, we are not able to get the full abstraction here. Okay, so abstract classes must have the abstract keyword. Okay, and we are not able to create the object for this one. Okay, if you want to create the object, you need to take a child class. There, in the child class, by using the child class, we can create the object. We can call the parent abstract class methods or variables, whatever. Okay, this is abstract class. Coming to the interface, it is also same. It is also same like abstract classes. Okay, so here also we are not able to create the object. We will call it as cannot instantiated. Instantiated, something like that. Okay, we are not able to create the things, and here we have only abstract methods. That means we can declare the methods. We are not able to implement the body. Okay, in the interfaces, all are abstract methods. Okay, so because of this, we can achieve full abstraction. Achieve full abstraction. Okay, I'm going to show you an example, then you can understand how it will possible. Okay, let me take this one. If anything we missed, it can support. Yeah, so here interface, sorry, inheritances. Okay, so multiple and these things are there, right? Multiple and hybrid inheritance is possible. Okay, in the interfaces. Okay, multiple in the sense one child can have multiple parents. In the classes, it is not possible because which class we need to take the thing, means the method, it will confuse. Okay, so here we are able to do that. Let me show you the examples. Okay, let me. Let me close all these things. Okay. I'm going to create one more package. Abstraction one or something. Okay. So here one more thing, like till now what we are doing. So if you are using classes, okay. So class A extends class B, right? So the extends keyword is between two classes. Okay, if you want to extends, like if you want to do the inheritance between two means two interfaces, we can do in this way. Interface B extends interface D. Okay, but between class and interface. Okay, if you want to do class and interface, it will be like this. Like we are not able to use the extends keyword. It is implements. Okay, interface something E. Okay, implements class D, class E or F, whatever. Okay, so between two classes, we can use the extends keyword. Between two interfaces, we can use the extends keyword. But one interface, one class, if you want to do the inheritance, we must need to use the implements. The keyword is implements. Okay, so here you can see if I am using here, so the extends, both are classes. Cat is one class, animal is one class, extends. Okay, if both are interfaces, again we can use the extends. If cat is class and the animal is the parent animal is interface, then we need to use the implement. Okay, the keyword is implements. Okay, let me take one example. Okay, so here I am going to create interfaces new. Here we have class, enum, interface, package, these things, right? Interface. Okay, so here you can give any name. Like if you are taking example, yeah, you can take the banking sector. Okay, cash withdrawal and cash deposit related to the account only, right? So I'm going to take account as the one interface, or else let me take yeah, this is one interface deposit. Okay, so there is nothing to select here. Okay, so I am going to do finish interface source package. Okay, fine. So you can see here the keyword is interface. Previously, we are able to observe these are classes. Okay, if you open this one, you can see class. It is abstract class. We have A here, so this is class. Now this is interface, and the icon is also, you can see, we are able to see I. That means it is an interface. Okay, so here in the interfaces we can take only abstract methods. Okay, abstract methods, in the sense we are not able to build the body. No need to mention the keyword. We are not able to build the body. So if you want to mention in this way, public void, no need to mention the abstract keyword. Just public body, public void, any name, money deposit. This is method name, money deposit. Okay, if you want to implement the body, it will give you the error. You can see abstract methods do not specify a body. That means the interfaces can take only abstract methods. Even if you are not mentioning the keyword abstract also it will consider it is a abstract method. You can see if I remove this body and I am giving semicolon, that means I am declaring one method. Whenever I required, like whenever I have one child class for this interface deposit, Okay, there I'm going to implement the body. Okay, if I'm trying to implement the body, it will give you the error. The abstract methods do not specify a body. That means it is an abstract method. Okay, so we are not able to take the non-abstract methods. Only abstract methods it can accept.
What is
Is
the
it
use of
clear?
this abstract method?
Abstract method, like we are not implementing here. Okay, so whenever we have the child class, there we can implement the logic, your own logic. Like
Okay.
here you can see the example, like animal is there. Okay, in the animal we have one abstract method, pet animals, or else we have sound. So here we have one abstract method, sound. So whenever we have child class like car, a cat, dog, or else some cow, so the sound is the property. Basically sound in the sense I am giving property here. So the sound is different for each animal. That means the functionality or the logic is different for each animal. Okay, if you want to implement, okay, you can implement your own logic in the child class. Whenever you extends this one, here you can see, if you extend cat, automatically it will ask you to implement this sound. Here you can see it will ask you to implement the sound. Okay, so we have abstract methods. Okay, these abstract methods, whenever we are using this particular interface as a parent, we must need to write the code over there. We must need to implement the logic for this one. Okay, so basically here maybe the example taken is something different. Here you can consider animal is parent. Each animal have different properties. If you want to, if they want to implement their own logic, we can make it as abstract method. Okay, whenever we are inheriting cat to animals, then we need to implement the body for this particular method. Okay, so here you can see, just see the example, then we can understand. Okay, so this is money deposit. I'm going to take one more interface with the draw something. Okay, so this is with the draw. Same like here also, if you want to implement the body, it will not allow because it is an interface. So just I am giving one method. Okay, so here money with the draw. Okay, so now if you here we have two interfaces. I am going to take one class. Okay, because we are not able to, if you want to access this method, okay, we are not able to do that because we are not able to create the object for this interface. Okay, if I am taking, let me take one main method. Okay, so here test main, we don't have the body. Basically if you want to test, we don't have the body. Okay, if you want to test or else if you want to use these things, okay, I am going to create one more class, that is account or something else. Okay, so in the account, if you are means using the inheritance concept. Okay, so this is account, this is normal class, finish. So here you can see, now we have one class and two interfaces. Okay, so this is one class and two interfaces. If I am using implements, because between class and interface, we need to use the implements keyword. Okay, between class to class, we can use the extends. Between interface to interface, extends. Okay, now here we are doing, this is class and this is interface. Okay, so now if I want to use the inheritance, implements is the keyword and deposit. Sorry. So now this is child and this is parent. Automatically you are able to see one error. That is the account must need to implement the inheritance abstract method deposit.money. So here we have one method, money deposit. We don't have the body for this one. Okay, so you must need to implement, then only you can do the inheritance here. Okay, so in this way we can get the message, like if you are going to check this one. Okay, let me take the same method here, public void, sorry, jet. I'm going to implement the body for this one. Automatically you are not able to see the error.
Gopal,
Yeah,
Gopal,
please, ma'am.
could you just start right from the beginning, how you create a deposit?
And what is
Yeah,
the
I
use
will.
of this? I'm not able to understand the use of this interface. I mean,
Yeah, okay. So let me tell you. One second, one second. Deposit, or else money deposit, money deposited. Okay. So the first thing is someone is asking to create how we are going to create the deposit. Just deposit is interface, right? So right click on any package, whatever the package you created, new and interface. Here we have the interface. Okay, click on interface. Here you can provide the name, whatever the name. I provided deposit. Okay, so immediately you can see this one, like only this one. This is package name and interface name and deposit. Deposit is the interface name. Okay, so this is the way we are going to create. And what is the use of interfaces in the sense? The main use is we are the previously, if you are going to take these things, forget about this one. If you are going to take animal, cat, okay. So here cat is a animal and it is a pet animal. If I have one more class as the parent, okay, if I want to use the pet animal, okay, so if I am using two classes to extend, that means one child, I am using two parents. So it will give you an error because it is not possible in the classes, because we are taking, the cat is taking one method here, sound. Maybe the sound is there in the animal and maybe the sound is there in the pet animal. Okay, so which method we need to call here? Like whenever we are using we created one object for cat, c dot sound. Okay, either we need to take the sound from the animal or pet animal. It will give some confusion to the system. So that's why we are not able to do the multiple inheritance. Multiple in the sense, multiple parents to single child is not possible here. Okay, when coming to this one, interfaces, okay, interfaces, you can see when I am using the comma and I am using withdraw, we can do that. Okay, here we are getting one error because we have one method here. We must need to implement the body for this one. Okay, that's it. Like let me take the method as well here. Money withdraw. Okay, so here the thing is, by using the interfaces, we can use the multiple inheritance because one child can have multiple parents. Okay, so sometimes this account, we need to inherit some methods from the deposit. We want to inherit some methods from the withdraw as well. So in that case, in the classes, it is not possible because classes, either it is abstract class or normal class, it can have the non-static method. Non-static method in the sense we can implement the body in the parent class itself. Okay, if you are implementing the body, okay, when I create the object for the child class and I am calling the particular method, already body is there in the two classes or else two parents, which method we need to call, the system will confuse. Like if you have here, we have money deposit and money withdraw. Let me take some other example. One second. You guys able to understand, right? Like this is abstract class or whatever the class.
No,
Not-
Gopal.
Okay, let me try to, yeah, one second. So here we have the class. Okay, so this is one child class. Okay, this is also one child class. Okay, so if I am trying to do the inheritance is basically the already existing logic is there. Okay, so here we have the logic for pet animals or else something sound or something whatever. Okay, multiple methods are there, maybe 20 methods are there. Okay, I have 20 methods in it. Okay, I'm creating one more class. I want to use same logic here as well. Okay, in that case what we are going to do, again we need to write the 20 methods. Okay, instead of writing 20 methods, we are inheriting the main parent class, whatever the other class. Inheriting in the sense we are making this as a parent to the cat. Automatically the cat can access all the methods from the animal, no need to write again. Okay, so here the cat is one animal and it is a pet animal, right? I have one more class, pet animal. So some properties I want to get it from this one, because animal, so we have 4 legs, 2 ears, something like that. These properties we are getting from the animal. And the pet animal in the sense we can it is a friendly, so some more functionalities are there in this one. Wild animal we don't have the friendly nature and something like that. So I want to use the both the properties, animal properties and pet animal properties here. Okay, so here by using the classes, it is not possible. Two parents we cannot take to the one child in the classes, because the class, either it is abstract class or normal class, we can implement the body. Once you implement the body, whenever you are calling, okay, so in the cat, you are trying to call, you are trying to use one method. Okay, so the sound method is there. Okay, either this sound method is there in the animal class, at the same time, maybe it is there in the pet animal class. Okay, so here it will give you the confusion to the system from which parent I need to take the sound, either animal or pet animal. It will give you the confusion because the body is already implemented here in the parent. Okay, till this it is clear or any doubts?
This is clear.
Okay, so this is clear, right? When coming to interfaces, okay, so now we have interfaces. Why we are using interfaces? In the sense, in the interfaces, let me open these things: deposit, withdraw, and main. Okay, so here interfaces we are not able to implement the body. Even if you are taking two parents, okay, it will not give you the confusion, because either if it is there, okay, so the money deposit is there here, and at the same time money deposit also there in the withdraw as well. Okay, but there is no body. We are just declaring the method. There is no body to execute. In the child class we are going to implement the body, so it will
Gopal,
not give you any yes, please, ma'am.
so inheritance is nothing but reusing the methods and attributes.
Inheritance is nothing but we can get the properties from the parent. That means
Yeah,
we can use the
by
parent,
using
yeah, parent class, whatever the methods we have in the parent class. So we can use here itself, here. No need to write the code again to this particular method.
Okay.
So,
You have
so
used
Gopal,
two interfaces, is it?
Sorry?
Withdraw is also interface,
Yes, both are interfaces.
and they both are parent.
These both are parents here. You can see accounts implements, deposit, and withdraw. Two parents we have. Okay, so
Both are
So
interface.
here deposit and withdraw are two parents and account is child.
yes, correct.
Okay,
Even
got it.
if you have two parents, it will not give you confusion because we don't have the body to execute here. In the two parents also, if the same method is there in the deposit as well, like if you have same method, by mistake, you have withdraw as well here. Okay, so even if you are taking as a two parents, there is no body to execute. We must need to implement the body here.
But if we are
Okay,
implementing, Gopal, but if we are implementing the body here in the child, then what is the use of just, defining the methods in the parent class? I mean, we are
defining the
defining
method in the sense.
everything
Yes, yes.
in the child class.
Yes, true. So what is the use of this one in the sense? Maybe if you are missing some functionalities, like when we are deciding this one, the animal is parent here. Okay, you can see. So here animal is parent. So it is having some properties, sound, or else it may have one tail or something like that. Some properties are there. Okay, so if you declare those things when we are taking it as a parent, so you have some properties, you are going to mention all the methods here. Okay, whenever you are inheriting, it will hardly push you to implement the body for these all the functions. That is why we are declaring inheritance. There we are going to implement some logic. Simple example, if you are taking for loop, like here you are going to use the for loop. Okay, so this is basic syntax. If you are not giving third condition, I equal to 1. Okay, so we forget about the condition here. Okay, I plus plus. So there is no condition here, right? Sorry. So there is no condition. Okay, but we are able to execute. If you are giving any condition, 10. So if I forget about this thing, so it is giving you an error. That means we must need to complete the logic. Okay, how it is giving, you must need to complete the logic here, because in the back end, okay, they provided one method for loop. Okay, there you must need to provide the three objects. In the same way here also, in the parent one, in the parent we are going to decide what are the properties we have. Okay, whenever we are inheriting from this to child class, okay, automatically it will push you to declare the bodies for that particular methods. Got it?
It will keep track of the methods to be implemented.
Yes, correct. You must need to, whenever we inherited, so it must we must need to implement the body for these methods. Otherwise we are not able to do that. If you remove these things, it will give you an error. So here you can see a type must be implemented, abstract method withdraw dot money. So this is first one, right? So this is first parent it will consider. So first it is asking to create the withdraw dot money. Once we created this one, again it will ask you to create the next one, account money dot deposit. If you don't have this one, it will ask you account dot deposit, money dot deposit. You can see money dot deposit also you must need to implement, because we have two parents. So two parents, we have two methods, we must need to implement. So once you provided these two, you can see there is no error. Okay, so basically
So Gopal,
interfaces is the sorry.
yeah, so we need to implement all the methods what are present in those deposit and withdraw, or we can just implement only one method.
No, all the methods.
All the
Like
methods.
if I have withdraw one,
Mhm.
okay, because we already have withdraw, right? Same already implemented here. It is not giving any error. If I am taking this as withdraw one, automatically the child class it will give you error. There
Okay.
is money dot money withdraw one is there. You must need to implement the body. So you can see the error here.
Okay. Thank you.
All the methods. Okay. Any other doubts? basically the inheritance, like the interfaces is for inheritance purpose. Okay, and the thing is, in the interfaces we can give only abstract methods. There is no non-abstract. That means we can declare the methods. We are not able to implement the body. If you want to implement the body, it will give you error. Okay, so whatever the method you can take, okay, so it will give you an error. If you are declaring, just declaring in the sense, there is no body, no error. If you are going to provide the body, it will give you error. So that means abstract methods do not specify a body. Okay, so here we don't have the body. Okay, whenever we are using two parent classes to one child class, we don't have the body to execute. So there is no error. You must need to implement whatever we have in the parent class in the child. Here we need to implement. So that's why it is possible one child can have multiple parents here. That means we can achieve multiple inheritance at the same time hybrid also. In the hybrid also we have multi-level and multiple, both are there, right? So we can use that one. Here we don't have the non-abstract methods, so we can achieve full abstraction. Full abstraction in the sense all abstract methods will be there. So that's why it is a full abstraction. Okay, the implementation will happen in the child class only. Okay, so and we are not able to create the object for the interfaces. If you try to create deposit, okay, new, sorry, deposit D equal to new deposit. So if you try to create, it will give you errors. Cannot instantiate it, the type deposit, because it is an interface. We are not able to. So if you want to create any, so you can create account. Account is the child, right? Account A equal to new account. So here you can create the this one. By using this, you can, anyway we have all the methods implemented in the account, so we can call the a dot this thing, a dot. You can see we have money deposit from the account, money withdraw from the account. We implemented the body. Okay, so like this we can write the interfaces. We can
So-
create the child class object. Yeah, sorry.
So Gopal, it's like in account is child one, right? So in child only we can create object.
Yes, true.
Okay, got it. We cannot create object on the parent side. Only the child side only we can
Child
create.
side, yes, yes.
Okay.
Both abstract classes also in the same way. Abstract classes also we are not able to create the object.
Okay.
So
Okay.
this
So
is
basically,
animal, right? And yeah,
so
please.
basically account is the class here. So we can create
Yes,
object for a class, not for the interface.
yes, true.
Yeah.
Gopal,
Yeah, please. Ma'am.
can we take one more example, please, for interface?
Yeah, one more example in the sense of what kind of
For
example
interface.
you prefer. Yeah, you can take any
Maybe
example like, yeah, please.
Can we do some e-commerce or something?
E-commerce, basically thing like here, like one second. So if you take any example, the interface is only take the abstract methods, not only deposit. This is a bank. Okay, let me take one more. Yeah, let me create interface example. Okay, so if you are going to create an interface, okay, so here you can take any interface like something. One second. Interface, implement the body. Yeah, payment gateway or else say payment or something, whatever. Okay, this is one interface. Okay, so in the payment gateway, we have maybe we can decide we need to enter the account details, Okay, so after that, whenever we are going to give the password, so these things will be there, like we need to enter the account details. Okay. Public void. So if like if I am giving in this way, maybe it will confuse you again. Basically, in the interfaces, it will take only abstract classes. Okay, I taken one interface, that is payment interface. Here I am going to declare the payment functionalities. We need to provide the bank account details or else UPI number or something, right? Something like that, right? So I'm going to take public void, so provide payment mode or payment method, whatever, or else payment mode. Okay, so whenever we are going to use this as a child, okay, I'm going to take one more class here. Okay, so here I have one class. Let me take internet banking or else something else, internet banking. Okay, so here in the internet bank, so the payment is the parent. Okay, internet bank is we are doing the internet banking mode payment. Okay, so whenever we are creating, so whenever we are taking implements payment, okay, automatically it will ask you to provide the payment mode. So here the payment mode, in the sense I am going to provide the bank account details. Okay, so public, let me take the same here, public void payment mode. Okay, so here I am going to implement the logic system dot out dot or else println. So here I am going to provide enter account details. Okay, so after that, we need to enter expiry date, internet banking, right? So sorry, account details in the sense select the bank. Internet banking is in first select the bank. Okay, so after that it will navigate to the other bank portal website or something like that. So provide, sorry, 1 second guys. Sorry, provide account details. Okay, so this is one logic. At the same time, I have one more child, UPI payment. Okay, this is one more class. Okay, UPI payment. Okay, so here I am going to implement, so the payment, same payment method, implements payment interface. Okay, so here also we need to implement some body. Okay, so the same method, payment mode. So here my logic is provide the UPI address or something like that, UPI address. After that, here enter the amount or something like that, enter the PIN. So this is something different logic. Okay.
What is UPI payment?
So basically in the payment modes we have these things, so that's why I'm mentioning Bharat Pay, UPI Pay. So something like that, maybe cash and delivery. So if you are taking cash and delivery, okay, here the payment mode is once delivered the product, we are going to pay the cash. So that is a different logic. Okay, so here you can see the same payment mode we are declaring here. The payment mode we need to we need to mention. Okay, so whenever it is internet banking, you need to provide the bank, which bank you are going to pay, from which bank. So you need to select the bank. After that, you need to provide the bank details, okay, and password or something like that. If it is UPI or cash and delivery, here also, whenever we are implementing payment, that means it is parent class. Here we have one payment mode. So here what we are going to do, we are going to do the UPI address, maybe the mobile number. Okay, if you are taking cash and delivery, so if it is a cash and delivery class, okay, cash and delivery, what you are going to do. So once you receive the product, you are going to pay by cash. Okay, so multiple payment modes are there. Okay, either it is wallet. So you are using your Amazon wallet. Okay, or else you are going to use the coupon codes, Amazon coupon codes, or else Flipkart coupon codes. Okay, we need to mention in the payment mode is the same method. Okay, here in the logic, enter your 12-digit coupon code, something like that. Okay, the method is same, but the logic for each and every child class, it is different. Okay, sometimes you may forget to mention the logic, so that's why we are taking whatever the functionality we need to give for the payment, we are declaring here. If you want to do the payment, you must need to give the payment mode or account details or something like that. So that's why we are declaring here. Whenever we are inheriting this payment to the child modes, automatically it will ask you to implement body for this one. Body in the sense the logic. Okay, so that's why we are using the interfaces. Maybe my example is confusing.
We can implement
Yeah.
the interfaces in the main class also, right?
Interface in the main class, I didn't get your point, sorry. So main
Can we
class in the
implement the
sense
interface with the main method?
here.
We can implement the interfaces over there also, right?
Yes, you can. This
No
is
need
also
to,
one class, right?
Yeah, I mean, if we don't need any creating any other classes, we can implement in the main class also, right? With the main method.
Yeah, we can. So here, if you are going to take the child class and you are going to do object creation, the object, and you are calling, this is also fine. Or else you directly implement here, but we must need to implement the body also here. Once you taken this
Got it.
as
Thank
parent,
you.
so you must need to implement the body. Okay. Yeah. Any
Got it.
other queries or any other
No.
doubts?
I'm good.
Yeah, thank you. Grace, any other one? Yeah, please.
One small question. Like you said yesterday for the abstract method that you have to mention public abstract void. I see that you're writing public void.
Yes.
Is that also fine as far as we are not using static there? Does it automatically become an abstract method like public void money deposit you have written? So it becomes a abstract, or do
This
we?
one, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Like you mentioned, right, that we have to mention
Static.
abstract void for abstract method.
Here. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we are taking a public abstract void. So if you
Yeah.
want to take the static, also we can take the static.
No, I mean now when you're writing, I see that you're writing public void payment mode. So this is automatically abstract because we are not mentioning
Yes,
static.
yeah. Here it is automatically abstract. The interfaces, because
Yeah.
this is interface, right? Interface
Yeah.
can take only abstract methods.
Okay, so we don't
There's
have
no
to
need to
mention
mention
specifically.
Yeah, no need to mention the keyword of abstract here.
Okay, all right. Thank
By
you.
default, it is the abstract method.
Okay, thank you.
What is the differences between abstract method and interface? They both
Abstract,
are same. Yeah.
abstract class or abstract method?
Abstract class and interface.
Yeah, abstract class and interface, the main difference is abstract class can take non-static and static methods. Okay, this is abstract class. You can see animal. Here you can see that A. So that means abstract class. Here you can see abstract class. So here we have the non-abstract methods. That means we can implement the body as well. So you can see this method we implemented the body. You're printing something, but if you want to implement the logic, you can implement. And we can take the abstract methods as well. But in interfaces, deposit is interface. You are not able to implement the body. Whenever you are trying to implement the body, it will give you error. Abstract methods do not specify body. Only abstract methods are possible.
Is it abstract and non-abstract, or static and non-static?
So this is abstract. Interfaces only take abstract methods. Okay. So here, even if you remove the static also, it is non-abstract method, because non-abstract in the sense we are implementing the body. So whenever you are implementing the body, it is a non-abstract methods.
That's the difference
Whenever you
between
mention,
abstract class.
sorry, abstract.
That's the only difference. Abstract class can have non-abstract
Yes.
and
Non-abstract methods and abstract methods. That is the main difference.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, someone is asking.
Gopal,
Any queries?
I have a
Yes,
request.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Please tell.
Interface is a little bit difficult. Can we have one more class on that?
Okay, so or else we can do one thing separately. We can connect, because again the same thing will happen, right? Like interface, we are going to take only abstract methods, and we are going to take implement. Yeah,
Even
fine,
I will
no
be
problem.
happy to have one more session with abstract, interface, this constructor. You can put everything in one, because from constructor that name has to be the same, and that abstract means it can take two, and then interface means it can take only abstract, and the two parent is it possible in this or not, like that.
Mm.
Yeah, what to call together note or one class would do better, I think. See, all that
Okay.
suddenly like lot of new concepts, right? Continuously we are learning, and
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
there is
fine,
a
no
mild
problem.
difference.
So
Actually, no, like it is like first you are telling this. See, first we taught what you taught as a class. Then you said in a class we cannot have two parents. So to go for that, these things happen. But first, so we have to understand that. So why this has evolved? Why do they do that? What is the purpose of that? So if you do it 2-3 times, it hits the mind. First, I thought we don't need it at all. But after you explained today, I understood that because of this only they found the interface or whatever it is called abstract. So I think all these
yeah,
things
okay.
together, it will help us. I think everybody
Yeah,
will
okay.
agree.
Tomorrow we will do one thing. I will take the constructor and abstract classes, interfaces again, and I will
You
explain
don't
again.
have to repeat the same, like you know that no, like together the concept that will help
Okay.
us. In one program, you can explain everything, I think, because you have everything there. You don't have to write anything new. All you have to
Yes,
explain
we
is one
can.
more
Yeah,
thing. That will help.
we can explain. Yeah, I will do
Thank
that.
you. Thank
Tomorrow
you.
I am going to take the constructor, abstract classes, package interfaces again. I will explain again. Yeah, please, someone is asking something.
Yeah, and one more static, that you don't have to specify static in any of those, this interface or abstract, because if you don't specify static, the memory will be allocated for the throughout the time the program is running. The static is the best method to make use of the good memory, right?
Yes, correct. Yeah, okay. I will
Thank
take the static example as well.
Okay, thank
Where
you.
to use, where
Thank
not to use, means why we are not able to use. Like if you mention static here, so maybe sometimes you will get the error. So why we are not able to use the static?
So there are some codes, because there are 30 of us, so everybody will have one doubt. If you do it one more time, it will be clear, I think. If
Okay,
somebody
okay,
says
that's
it's
fine.
too much for them, like we can have a separate session, I think. Everybody can
Yeah, that's
explain.
what I want to mention.
Yeah,
If
I can, we can
if more
respond in
people
the
are
chat
there,
box. I will say, yeah, whoever needs, they can put an S in the chat box. So that
more people
based on
are
the
there, I
count,
can take the session again
yeah.
tomorrow, or else if the less people are there, either it is in the last Friday or something like that, we can
Yeah,
take the
something even, yeah, that's fine. Thank you. We will put an S, like based on the vote, you can do that. Thank you, Gopal.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Any other queries not related to this? Else, any previous things?
Gopal, I need the recordings of this.
I think you need to contact Ram because I don't have the access for the recordings.
Oh,
If I
okay.
have the access immediately, I can provide, but I don't have the access for that one.
Gopal,
I think
did you send
someone. Yes, please.
Gopal? Gopal, did you send notes yesterday? Because I didn't receive
No,
that.
no, 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 no. Sorry. Yeah, actually, yesterday and before, day before yesterday, I didn't send the notes. I think
Okay.
so.
That's
All
why I'm
things.
asking.
Yeah, I didn't.
Yeah, I didn't get also 2 days notes
Okay, I will send today. Constructor, abstract, and
and
interfaces all
interface.
together. I
Yeah.
will send it to you. Again, tomorrow class, I will explain these things again.
Okay.
I think
Yeah.
based on the vote, you can decide whether we have a class or we do it at the end, something like that. And one more thing, Gopal, I would like to know that all these things are needed for this testing. Do we have to be this much
Yes,
thorough in
right.
Java?
This much thorough in the sense interfaces, these things, uh, somewhere it may useful. Okay, not frequently. Even if you are going to the testing, if it is from the scratch, then you need to write all these things. If it is existing project, no need to write. There's just few modifications you need to done, or else few test cases you can copy from other program to this program. The functionality, if you're taking any application, the login page is same, right? The functionality of login page is same,
Yeah.
username and password.
I still
Okay.
don't get, like, I understand the manual testing what we are doing there. I don't get that what we are going to do in Selenium, like how do we are going
Yeah.
to write a
So
query
tomorrow,
card.
the coming classes, so why we are learning all these things, like we are going to use in the next coming classes
You know,
while
you
we
have
are
been
into
like
Selenium.
screaming like for like a bush for the 3 classes. Like now only today I understood that why we need that abstract, why we need that
Okay.
interface. Because today only I got the point that that hierarchical, that inheritance. I never
Yes.
understood that the class cannot have two parents, right? That I never got into that. Once you
Okay.
wrote that
But
today after somebody asked a question, I understood that. So something like that, no, there are some points we miss here and there.
okay. Yeah. If you have these kind of things, immediately you can ask, or else the next
No, I
thing
don't even
you need to.
understand that. See, once you get that only, we can could go to the question. The concept is
Okay.
too
Yeah.
hard for us. Like it's not a young brain, right? It has to go into. Sorry.
So,
Okay. Thank you,
yeah,
Gopal.
sure. I will try to explain more times so
Yeah,
that
yeah,
you
no
can
problem.
understand.
No. Take your own time, but all
Okay.
it helps us. Thank you.
Yeah,
Gopal,
sure,
Thank you,
sure.
Gopal.
Yeah, please, ma'am. Yeah, thank you,
Gopal,
ma'am.
about that
Yeah, please.
taxi booking, I have sent
Yeah,
you
I will
some.
explain that too. Yeah, I already checked your program, but you are mentioning the miles is taking only one value or something like that, right? Every time it
Yes,
is one.
yes.
But I don't have the complete code. Can you please do one thing? Okay, copy paste all the code. So what is the variable you are using and how you are going to assign the values? I will check and I will give you the step-by-step explanation.
Okay, sure.
Okay, you are sending the screenshot, but in the screenshot I don't have the complete code, right? Only few line of items I'm able to see.
Okay, I can
So if
send
I
a
have
Word
the complete
document.
code, yeah, please send me the Word document step by step where you did the mistake. I can explain.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, welcome. Yeah, okay, guys. Thanks for your time. Yeah, anyway, the maximum people are saying yes. So tomorrow we can go through this one. Okay. Yeah, thank you, guys. Thanks
Thank
for
you,
your
Gopal.
time.
Have a
Gopal.
nice
Thank
day.
you,
You are
Gopal.
Yeah.
doing
Thank
great.
you,
Thank you
Gopal.
very
Yeah,
much.
Thank you, Gopal.
yeah, thank
Thank
you,
you.
ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, Gopal.
Thank you.
Thank you, Gopal.
Yeah, welcome.